wasted. I took you. I got this on my way. So drift. 나나만 보고 driving like round, round. Let me hear you say. Go like everybody say. Oh. Hey. Undercover, hey, need my name. Yes, no, no. Back down. Tell you all every day, every night. We got the time to want a good boy. Wow, that. Talk about a good boy. We don't give a fuck. 우리 손을 그어줘.
What is up, everyone? My name's Tony. Welcome back to my channel where I react to K-pop and all different kinds of music. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy my reaction. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. It definitely helps me out. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter if you are interested. Links are down in the description. I always follow back. And yeah, other than that, I'm back with some DPR Ian. So I literally just filmed my reaction to Ian doing an interview on a radio show with JoJo, but I kind of wanted to like keep the two reactions separate, so reacted to that, and then now I'm gonna get into the last like videos that Ian has, like, sorry, words. I've gotten to all of the official music videos, but I haven't gotten to these official visualizers. So getting to these today, and then after this, I'm going to start getting into full album reactions. Full album reactions are going to be up on my Patreon. It's going to be part of the live concert album listen tier. So definitely be on the lookout for when I post about getting those uploaded. So that way, if you're interested, you can hop into my Patreon and check out the album listens that I do for Ian. But anyway, visualizers. Getting into Bad Cold, Welcome to the Other Side, and Violet Crazy. I'm just trying to like prepare myself and like get into like all the music before I go like see them in concert. So I think there's still a lot of DPR Cream stuff that I need to get to as well. I have like a list, but if you guys are interested, I do have like Google recommendation sheet that you can open up and just put in whatever recommendations you have there. But there's like some recs that I got from Twitter that I put in there that I still need to get to. But for the most part, I've definitely gotten to all of the major things when it comes to Ian. I think the only thing that's really left is like getting to like the whole albums, which I did buy Dear Insanity, and I bought another album of his. I bought two albums and I'm blanking on which ones I bought. Because I was like, well, now that I have gotten like deeper into DPRE and like I really want to get his CDs, so, but I'm blanking on the second one that I got. I definitely know I got Dear Insanity. Yeah, I'm blanking on the other album that I got, but super excited to get into these. Let's start off with, actually, yeah, let's start off with Bad Cold. Let's get it. I think it's cool that he released official visualizers, though. I'm sorry. I just noticed I have dirt all over my shirt because my dog jumped on me. You got dirt all over me. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Don't bring the unknown. What you want? My friends don't leave me alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The night is getting too old. My feelings on hold. Never been so bold. We've been here before. Take me down to the coast on Sunday morning. I gotta shake up this bad cold. I wanna see the world with you, oh darling. But just gotta shake off this bad cold. I just wanna shake off this bad cold. My enemies do not know. I got my lasers ready to blow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I tell myself to let go, but don't let it show. You get them involved. We've been here before. Take me up to the coast on Sunday morning. I gotta shake up this bad cold. I wanna see the world with you, oh darling, but just gotta shake up this bad cold. I just wanna shake off this bad cold. I just wanna shake off this bad cold.
The crosswalk is on red light, waving lines
Running through your hair, and you're no
longer here. Have you ever been
here.
The crosswalk is on green light.
I miss the moments when I really cared. You're no longer here. Have you ever been? Your eyes are running cold. Sometimes it's hard to show. I learned to let you go, and now you never know.
I can definitely like ever since I watched the interview where Ian was talking about like how Insanity goes for more like EDM-ish techno like indie beats and Maito goes for more like orchestral dark like what's the word that he used? Requiem? I can't remember the word that he used. I can definitely like hear the difference and like their different vibes and things like that. And I also think like it shows in how he sings as well. Like he does tend to like have a higher pitch for Insanity. Not like sorry, I shouldn't say he has a higher like I mean like Insanity has like a slightly higher pitch compared to my two who has a very lower pitch and then Ian's like in the middle. It seems like interesting. Sorry, someone posted like the lyrics, so I'm like reading them like more in depth. I think it's so interesting that it's like shaking off a bad cold. Is that like I don't know, the way that I think of that is like Insanity wanting to like shake off the low, like the depressive episode and like shake it off like a bad cold and go back into the high. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think his lyricism is just so interesting. Like it makes me think, you know what I mean? Like it makes me like try to wonder and figure out like what exactly he's talking about or if I can figure out what he's talking about, how I can relate to it. You know what I mean? Like I just think he's very deep and very purposeful with how he words things and um I don't know, just again, like he's just so talented. Like not only his lyricism, but also his production and editing and I mean just everything is just so it's just very thought through and very I don't know, just very genius. I really like the song though. I was also curious about like the makeup. Um I was also curious about the makeup. Like because I was just curious about like the pink and the blue because I thought whenever I was watching one of Ian's Instagram lives, He said that Mr. Insanity's colors are green and purple, right? So I'm curious why with the makeup they decided to go pink and blue. You'd think they do the purple and green, right? I don't know. I'm just very, very curious because I feel like Ian is so genius and he thinks everything through so in depth that like anytime I notice something, like I feel like it has to be purposeful. So I'm like, what does that mean? Maybe I just read too much into it though. I'm not sure. I like the song though. Okay, let's get to Welcome to the Other Side. I definitely feel like I've heard the song before. If not the full thing, then I definitely heard a portion of it whenever um I watched something, but I can't remember. But anyway, I'm very curious to get into this one. Maybe I accidentally listened to it because I have like a what's it called? A thing on Spotify where like what's the word? It's like a mesh playlist. It's like a I cannot think of words. A blend, sorry. It's a blend playlist with like your friends and stuff like that. I have one of those and I've accidentally listened to a couple songs because of that. Like I listened to Mood accidentally because of that blend and I feel like I listened to Welcome to the Other Side too. There's like other artists like I listened to a JB song accidentally that I didn't mean to. Like there's I think the blends are a really cool idea, but since I'm a reactor, it's really hard for me to listen to the blend now because I keep getting spoiled by like some songs that my friends listen to that I haven't checked out yet, and that I possibly want to react to. So I now try to avoid the blend, which is really upsetting. But I got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? But I think I've heard the song, if I remember correctly. But let's watch the visualizer. Yeah, the difference. The difference. The difference. You can totally hear like the orchestral sounds like a violin and yeah, some kind of other like string instrument. I can't think of what it's called right now though. I can't think of what it's called, but definitely you can hear like the orchestral instruments and just like the difference between Mr. Insanity's vibe versus Maito's vibe, you know what I mean? It's very interesting.
As the waves come crashing down, all your walls mean nothing now. I'm worried, left in the dark. Who I know.
Maybe I haven't heard this then.
The sirens are calling for you. You're praying their powers in you. Don't swing your lifeline. Here comes a new tide.
Welcome to the other side.
Like the visual effects is just crazy.
Shadows, oh I dare. You bring them the battles and green flares. We'll signal the end of it all. But we will not fall. We will not fall. No one will fall. Bring down the minutes after midnight. 2 minutes after midnight. 2 minutes after midnight. 2 minutes after midnight. 2 minutes after
Hmm. I don't know. I just love the different beats that he uses and how like he just all combines it together to just make this like work of art, you know what I mean? I think firstly the visual effects are like honestly like really good. I love his editing so much. Like I just don't know how he does it. I wish I could be that talented. I feel like very much my like punk girl self like really enjoys Maito's style with like the orchestral sounds and like deep and dark kind of vibe, but also like my hype part like cuz I really listen to a lot like of as much as I love punk music, I also listen to a lot of like hype upbeat songs, and I feel like that part of me really enjoys Mr. Insanity's vibes more with like the EDM and you know indie type and things like that. So like I that's why I genuinely love like pretty much all of I actually I don't think I have a music that I hate. So, music. I actually don't think I have a song so far that I dislike of Ian's. I really like every single song that I've listened to. I don't know. I just like I feel like Maito has this like me against the world mentality. It's very interesting. Oh, I was where did I read this? Was it Twitter? Was it an interview that Ian did where he was talking about um they plan on introducing like sirens and stuff in his music soon? Like pretty sure I saw an interview where he was saying that. I'm very interested to see how that's going to go and like how that's going to tie into the lore and things like that. I don't know. I've like after my last reaction that I did where I got into Saint and all that stuff, like I tell you not, like I deep dived into the lore. Like I was deep on Twitter seeing people's like ideas on like what they think is going on. Like I rewatched his Instagram live. Like I was deep in it, let me tell you. I was like I even have shit like bookmarked because I was like I need to know what's going on. Like this is why I can't handle K-pop groups that do like storylines for like a short period of time or like because I'm just like once I understand that once I know that there's a lore or a storyline, I'm immediately like I need to know what's happening. But like some of the times there's really no answers. Like it's literally just a vague storyline and I'm just like but I need to know what the fuck is going on. Like what does that mean? What does this represent? Like I need to know. And I just deep dive into it so hardcore and I like I become like it's like an obsession to be honest with you. So I like I very much deep dived into Ian's lore and all this stuff. And um I was reading people's like ideas on Saint and what exactly they think like certain things represented and stuff like that. And one concept that I found really, really interesting was someone talking about the green. And I I found this very interesting. So, because at the end of the Saint music video, there's that character that pops up, right? At the very, very end of the music video. Someone was saying that they were convinced that that was the green before he became like, the green suit dude. They think that that was like his original like look. And then somebody else was saying how, like in certain parts of, is it Go Insane or So I Danced? Don't Go Insane. I think it's maybe it's both. Don't Go Insane. I think it's Don't Go Insane. There's parts where the green turns pink. So, and like Ian has said before that citizens of the other side are pink, so they're all like represented by wearing like the pink bodysuits, and those are the citizens of the other side. And there's portions of the music video where the green goes from pink to green. So somebody's theory was that the green may have been a citizen of the other side, but is now taking some kind of potion to turn himself green to kind of like sneak into. They basically thought that the green might have been working for Mr. Insanity or Saint or like the hybrid. Gosh, I can't remember. Now I'm like blank because it's been so long since I was like reading these theories. They thought that the green was working for the hybrid and trying to convince Ian to find the keys and hand them over to the hybrid. Yeah, they were thinking that like the green was like trying to trick Ian. So I found that concept really, really interesting because we really don't know much about the green. We just see him as like a sidekick to Mr. Insanity and Ian. You know what I mean? So I never really see him with Maito though. So that's very interesting. I don't know. I just like, when I tell you I was like deep into like theories, dreamers theories, like it's so funny. Like it's honestly so funny, but I just find the theory so interesting, and I'm definitely interested to like see where exactly it's all going to go, because I know some things haven't been revealed yet, but I understand that the hybrid is attempting to trick Ian into getting those keys. And I know that there's also like the moon phases involved and like all this stuff. I know like it's this whole thing, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it and still trying to understand it. But when I tell you, like, reading people's theories and deep diving more into it has been very fascinating. But anyways, I was just like when I tell you, like, after I do these reactions, like, I'm immediately like, what does that mean? Oh, anyway, moving on to the last official visualizer. Violet, sorry, not Violent. Oh my gosh, Violet Crazy. Ooh. The smoke though, like,
The midnight darkness in her eyes. 1,000 voices shatter through the night. Seconds only pass you by. 1,000 reasons for me to turn off your lights. You're violent crazy. It's what I'm meant to be.
I love the whistles.
Silence, baby, between you and me. Oh, and it drives me crazy. It's just meant to be. I've been so tired lately. Will you set me free? We'll dance until we say goodbye. 1,000 miles between our only blue skies. Tell me where we are in a fallen star. And as your eyes light up, catch me in a fairy tale. You're violent crazy. It's what I'm meant to be. There was no silence, baby, between you and me. Oh, and it drives me crazy. It's just meant to be. I've been so tired lately, between you and me.
I loved the slow jams vibes of that song. I'm like a huge fan of like whistling and like snaps and claps and stuff in songs too. So, um, I really like that as well. Yeah, definitely melancholic. Sunset and melancholic. Interesting. Not me watching 3 minutes of Chris going out down. That's funny. I, yeah, I don't. Hopeless but calming at the same time. That's so interesting. I kind of agree with that though. I can see that. I find it so interesting that a lot of people in the comments are like, not really deep diving into the lyrics, but more of just like explaining how they feel just listening to the song. Like, it's all about feeling and emotion versus like trying to understand the song and, what it means and things like that. I find that very interesting. But I can totally agree. Like, someone said it's like beautiful melancholy, um, and things like that. And I can totally see that. Yes, somebody mentioned the whistle. Yes, thank you. Yes. I really like that part too. I was actually like, I don't know, like talking about like, I've been so tired lately. Will you set me free? There's no silence between you and me. I was like just talking to I was just talking to my friend because if you guys have, Ian's From, then you'll know that he was talking about um the relationships and how he finds he's like scared to love and things like that. And I just like I never really thought about how he manages his relationships dealing with both bipolar and DID, and how hard it must be to maintain and manage relationships, especially romantic ones. Um, with those disorders. Like, I don't know, I never really thought about it before, but like reading the things that he was saying on From, I have his From I have his From subscription, by the way, if you guys don't know. Um, I don't know, just like, because I never thought about it, right? Like, I was actually on Twitter and people were like talking about what he was saying on From, and I found this one person who has DID as well and was trying to explain like how their alters have different taste or different ideas of A, what a relationship is, B, attraction. Like they have different attraction to different people, like different types and things like that. And I thought it was so interesting because I never really thought about it. I never really thought that, because like Ian was saying in that interview that I watched before, like whenever he switches, it's like his brain is rewired differently depending on, whether it's Mr. Insanity, whether it's Ian, whether it's, Mido, whatever. His brain just like rewires basically. And I never thought about it, but now after like hearing this individual talk about their experience with DID and then watching that interview, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense as to, if you can have different knowledge, different vocal tone, different communication styles, different, this or that whenever you're switching, then it makes sense that you also too would have different attractions and things like that. So I can't imagine how hard it must be to have relationships with DID, like, because like imagine you're like really interested in someone but one of your alters doesn't care for that person. Like, it has to cause so many issues and it has to like be really really hard to date. Like, I can't even imagine. I never really like thought about it until I saw his From message, and then I saw like a dreamer talk about their experience with DID and how it works for them. I'm just like, I don't know, like it's very interesting. And it has to be very frustrating as well. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm someone who like, I don't know. I'm not someone who like needs a relationship to like validate myself or my feelings or anything like that. Like, I very much have been single for a very long time because A, I haven't found anyone worth dating, firstly. And B, I'm very comfortable with myself and who I am, and honestly, I'm comfortable with being alone. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. But, not everyone is like that. There's people out there who genuinely like struggle to be alone. Um, so I just can't imagine like how it must feel to like, because like I have made the conscious decision to, not be worried about my relationship status, not worry about like dating and things like that. Like, that's a conscious decision that I made on my own. Like, I'm okay if I never find a life partner. I'm okay if I never get married. Like, you know what I mean? That's like a decision that I've made on my own, but to not have that decision and to struggle with coming to the realization that it will be very difficult. I don't think it's impossible. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but it very much would be a major challenge to have a serious relationship with having DID. So I don't know. The lyrics of this song just like made me think of that for some reason. But anyways, I liked the slow jam vibes of the song a lot. I just like all of Ian's music. I really do. He's so talented. But I definitely get prepared for album listen reactions. I'll be getting to those soon. Definitely will be getting to them before the concert at the end of September. But alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I could literally talk about Ian and the lore and all that stuff all day, but I'll end it here. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye guys.